Good morning, children. How are you? All are okay? Good. Fine. Have you studied the daily portion? Yesterday's portion, have you studied? I think so. Okay. So, today shall we go to the next chapter? Chapter 8th, Securities Exchange Board of India. That is SEBI. Okay. In the previous lesson itself, I have told you that the special body is incorporated, that is mainly for the regulation and control of all the exchanges in India. So all the many exchanges are there, around 24 exchanges, isn't it? Stock exchanges. These stock exchanges must be controlled by one body, the one board here. Okay, that is called SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India. Okay. So here, when it was established in the year 1988. Okay, in 1988 only it was established. That time it was a non-statutory organization. That means it is not given many powers. Okay, statutory powers it is not given. So non-statutory organization it was. But it will be regulating the main function is regulating all the stock exchanges. Okay, all stock exchanges. But it was made an autonomous body. What is autonomous? The one and only one. Okay, the autonomous body, it was made on 12th May 1992. But that statutory powers were given in this year only. Understand, in 1992 the statutory powers were given. This they have prepared one act. They have made an act, that is SEBI Act. By passing this act in the parliament in 1992, this SEBI has got the statutory powers. The autonomous body. Okay. Statutory powers are given. It has its headquarters, that means the capital, where it is the headquarters, main office, head office is in Mumbai. In Mumbai, headquarters situated. Then it is in the complex, Bandra Kurla complex. Bandra Kurla complex. Okay, in Bandra Kurla complex it was situated. And that main head office, okay, head office in Mumbai. Then it has its regional offices all over the country. Regional offices in 4 places. Okay. Then in Delhi, then Kolkata, Chennai, and Ahmedabad. But each one is given one direction. Okay, that at Delhi, northern region. Okay, then Kolkata, eastern. Chennai, southern. Ahmedabad, western. Okay, each region they are having the regional offices also. The SEBI's office. Okay, head office only in Mumbai. Its regional offices are situated in 4 places in India. For northern region, Delhi. For eastern region, Kolkata. And in southern region, Chennai. and for western region it is in Ahmedabad. They are working. Okay. Now we need to learn something more about this stock exchange. Okay. This Securities Exchange Board of India. And it has one organization setup. Organization setup it has. That is structure, we can say. Organization structure. First it will be having the, here two division we can say. One is administration, the another one system. Maybe the system means that how they operate, or the operating through the computer system. Okay, so administration and system, both organization and administration and system. Organization structure, the first people at the top level is the additional director. Additional director. Then below this one, technical or deputy director. Deputy director. Below deputy director there will be assistant directors. Okay. Then below assistant directors, section officers will be there. In the same way for system also. Okay. Here they are called technical directors or joint directors. Technical directors or joint directors. Below them the deputy directors. Then below them same thing, assistant directors. Then technical assistants. Below them technical assistant. Okay. Then one overall organization will be there. Here many additional directors or joint directors. Then deputy directors. Assistant directors. Assistant directors. Okay. This is the organization structure. It is one of the 3-mark question. Okay. 3-mark question, 5th one. You have to draw this diagram. Understand? For administrative level, here system level, the topmost organization structure, that topmost officers will be the additional director. Here the technical director or joint director. Then below them many deputy director will be there. Okay, here also. Then assistant director. Here you can write in system. Okay, assistant director, section officers. Here the last lower level is called technical assistants. Here for in general additional directors, joint directors, then deputy directors or assistant directors. Okay, in this structure it will be. Okay, either this they will follow or they may have these two. Okay. Now let us see the objectives of SEBI. Okay, what are the main objectives of SEBI? Okay, main thing, the regulation. The first and foremost objective of SEBI is the regulation of stock exchanges. They have to regulate all the stock exchanges. Stock exchanges. Many stock exchanges, 24 stock exchanges available in India, isn't it? So their first and foremost aim, objective is to regulate stock exchanges. Only then they can get the efficient services. services will be given to all the parties engaged in the stock exchanges. What are the parties engaged in the stock exchanges? The all the members of the stock exchanges, then office, that is staff, then especially the investors, those who buy and sell securities. Okay, that only they have to do. What is the main objective of SEBI? Regulation of stock exchanges. Then the second aim about the investors, protection to the investors. They have to protect the investors. Who are the investors? Those who buy and sell share or the securities in the share market. Okay, the securities market or the stock exchange. So, without investors, the capital market itself is meaningless, isn't it? Capital market means, we know, stock exchange, mainly stock exchange and the primary market. So, here, that primary market where they buy for the first time, isn't it? Then they come to the secondary market, that is the stock exchange. So, without stock exchange, without the investors, this stock exchange is meaningless, isn't it? Even if without any investors, can they do the trading in the stock exchange? No. So they are the main people in the stock exchanges. So it is very important to protect the interest of the investors. Interest of the investors. Okay. Should be protected. How they will protect? In which way? How they protect? Sometimes they will be given wrong information. The investors may give wrong information about the companies. Understand? By the companies. So we have learned that in the stock, share market, no, securities, stock exchange, we studied that listed companies' financial statements will be displayed in the stock exchange. So that should, whether they will check whether that is displayed in the stock exchange one floor. Okay. Otherwise what they will do, if it is not checked, the companies may give wrong information, isn't it? So that can be checked. Then after buying and selling the securities, what will happen? They have to give the cash. No, they have to deliver the security, and payment must be made, isn't it? Both. If a person purchases a share, what he has to do? He has to make the payment and get the security. If one who sells, what he will do first? He will deliver the security and he will get the payment, isn't it? So for both of them, these two are there. So in these two things, they may do any wrong. That may not be done. Okay. So they will reduce the risk. They will reduce the risk involving in delivery and payment during the purchase and sale of securities. Understood? So that is the second important objective of SEBI. Then the third one is checking the insider trading. What is insider trading? Here, insiders, many insiders are there, isn't it? Then those who are working in the stock exchanges, or those who are the high officials of the companies, may not do the trading. Okay, they are called the insiders. That insiders, we can say, for example, the people, those who know about the company, inside the company, who are there? The directors. We have learned that all the shareholders are throughout the country, isn't it? Not inside the company, they are outside the company. Then the promoters, one who start the company, they know how the company will go and how it will yield profit. So some that confidential matters are there. Okay, so by knowing them, they may try to purchase and sell the shares, purchase the shares of that particular company, because they know this particular company is going to yield a lot of profit in the near future, within 2-3 years. So because they are working in that particular company, isn't it, promoters or directors or any officers. Okay, so that should be checked. They may not purchase, they will prohibit, they will control, they will have a check on purchasing by the directors or promoters. Understand? Because the public, who is it, who are the investors? The public, isn't it? The people, that means ordinary people, those who do not know any knowledge about the company. But the people, those who know about the full knowledge of the company, if they purchase, what is the use of these investors? They may not know, they may be cheated, isn't it? They may be given the securities of low yielding companies securities. That is why that insider trading must be prohibited by SEBI. Understood? Then the last point is control over brokers. Here, these brokers are working inside the stock exchange. Understand? This one we can say that in the company, the insiders in the company. Here, the brokers are the many people working in the inside the stock exchange. Brokers, then members, jobbers, remisers, all these people, they work in this stock exchange. Their activities must be regulated. Okay, their activities must be regulated. How to work? Okay, so all the brokers and jobbers, speculators, everyone we can say together. Okay, so these people must be regulated by the stock exchange. Okay, now have you understood these 4 points? Now we will learn the functions of SEBI, how it is working. Keep this in mind, the objectives. Okay, with the objectives, their main objectives also will be coming in the functions. Okay, what are the functions of SEBI? First and foremost, they have to protect the interest of the investors. Understood? So that first one is safeguarding. That is the other word for protecting, isn't it? Safeguarding the interest of investors. Interest of investors. We know the investors are the common public, isn't it? So how they will protect or safeguard the interest of investors? By providing enough education and guidance. How they will give this guidance and how they educate them? Whether they will conduct any school for that one? No. But they will supply some notice or booklets. Notices or booklet stating all the information, and some assistance will be given through this issuing notices and booklets. Okay, then what does it do again? The SEBI makes the rules and regulations. Rules and regulations it will make. We know the law, isn't it? So make rules and regulations that must be followed by all the people, those who are inside the stock exchanges, whom we can say the intermediaries. The brokers we studied, no? Then the underwriters are the merchant bankers. Underwriters, I have told you. Who are the underwriters? They will get all the shares of the companies, new companies, and they will issue to the public. This merchant bankers means then the company will publish its prospectus in the newspaper. Then the public will apply for this one. That application will be gone to this merchant bank. Okay, so there they may not do any fraud. So they will give some regulations regarding this in order to safeguard the interest of the investors. Understood? How to do the merchant banking, that will be given by the SEBI. Understood how they safeguard the interest of the investors by providing proper education and guidance to the investors. Then usually they will issue some notices or booklets having all information or any assistance or any information for the protection of the small investors, and that SEBI issues or it makes its own rules and regulations to be followed by the intermediaries, underwriters, merchant bankers, jobbers, brokers, everyone. Okay, then the next one is regulating and controlling the business. Regulating, and when you think of SEBI, you should think these two words only: regulating and controlling the business on stock market. Main business should be regulated and controlled. Okay, regulating and controlling the business in stock market or stock exchange. Then how they will regulate? Because the brokers must be registered. Every day one broker cannot get inside the stock exchange. Okay, so he must be registered. Okay, the brokers must be registered in the stock exchange. They may have some eligibilities to be registered in the stock exchange. Okay, so the brokers must be registered. It is compulsory. Okay, not optional. Okay, brokers and sub brokers also will be there. These two people must be registered in the stock exchange. And if they are registered, they must follow the rules and regulations of the SEBI. Okay, that they will check, they will control, they will have a regulation whether they are registered and whether they follow the rules and regulations of the stock exchange. Okay, then the third point is they have to conduct inspection. As the DO come to school, isn't it, for inspection? Inspection and enquiries. Any queries, any questions, they will call the people and they will conduct enquiries of stock exchanges. Okay, not stock exchanges, then any intermediaries. We studied, in the second point. First point also, all the underwriters, merchant bankers, anybody has done any problem. If there is any problem, they have the right to do inspection and enquiries of any stock exchanges or any intermediaries or any other self-regulating organizations. Self-regulating organizations. Then they can conduct inspection and enquiries. After that, they have the power to take any action. Okay, to take action. Remedial step. Okay, remedial steps can be, all measures can be taken. Okay, they have the right to conduct, that they are conducting, okay, function now, conducting inspection and enquiries of stock exchanges, intermediaries or self-regulating organizations, and it can take remedial action or appropriate measures whenever and wherever any steps must be taken, that must be taken by the SEBI. Okay. The fourth point is barring insider trading. Okay, barring, they're stopping. Barring means stopping insider trading. We studied now, checking the insider trading, one of the main objective. Barring insider trading in securities. Insiders may not do any trade, okay, about the securities. So they will bear, they will stop, they will have the control over insider trading. Okay. The next point, they have to stop, they have to prohibiting deceptive and unfair method. What is deceptive? Cheating. Okay, deceptive and unfair method. It is not fair and just, we say, isn't it? Prohibiting deceptive and unfair methods used by any intermediaries. Many intermediaries are there. Understand? All the underwriters, then jobbers, brokers, merchant bankers, and all people are called together intermediaries. So if they do any deceptive method or unfair, not good, cheating the investors, so that must be prohibited, stopped. Okay, then the sixth one is registering and controlling. Registering and controlling the functioning of stockbrokers. Registering and controlling the functioning of stockbrokers. We studied in the objective, isn't it? So that one must be checked. Okay, registering and controlling the functioning of stockbrokers, then other sub-brokers, then bankers, the merchant bankers, no? Merchant bankers, then registrars, trustees, then any other managers, all those who work in the stock exchanges. Okay. Then anybody is engaging in the buying and selling of share. Okay. Anybody engaged in this, engaged in any activity in the share market. All these people, or whether it is registered and controlled, that must be checked by the SEBI. Again, what SEBI does? The SEBI issues guidelines and instructions. And instructions will be given to the businesses. Instructions to the businesses. All the big companies regarding the capital issues. They may not know, isn't it, how to issue capital. That guidelines and instructions will be given by the SEBI to the companies. Okay, to the companies they are giving. So SEBI also issues guidelines and instructions to the businesses regarding its capital issues. Okay, then the next point. Eighth one. SEBI regulates mergers. SEBI regulates mergers. What is the meaning merger? That means joining. Okay, two companies are joined as one, that is merger. And acquisitions, they will purchase the other company. Okay, one new company, one old company will be purchased by another well operated company. Okay, that is called acquisition. And this one merger, two company will join together and they will form as a new company. So these two, they will help regulates the merger and acquisition in order to protect the investors, because investors of these two companies may not be affected in any way. Okay, they may not take away all the share that deposited by the shareholders, and they may not use that ones for some other purpose. So if any company join together, so they regulate. Okay, then if a company purchase another company that is run by some other investors, so they will have a check on that one. They will regulate the mergers and acquisitions in order to protect the investors of those companies. Okay, then ninth one, they will registering and controlling the functioning of collective investment scheme. Okay, collective investment scheme. This one, the best example is the mutual fund. Okay, mutual fund we have heard, isn't it? It will collect the investment from the public, and that investment will be used as the investment of other big companies. Okay, that well established companies, that high yielding companies. Okay, that is called that collective investment scheme. One of that one, mutual fund. So they will provide some guidelines and rules and regulations. Okay, guidelines and regulations will be given to this mutual fund. How to run that mutual fund. They will guide them how to collect and where to invest, how much interest will be given, that share will be given to the investors. All these will be guided or registered, and they will, that SEBI will guide them. Okay, so this investment scheme must be registered. So whether it is registered, whether and everything, that controlling is also done by whom? SEBI. Okay, then promoting self-regulatory organization. Promoting self-regulatory organization. They will create some self-regulatory organizations. Okay, related to the intermediaries. All the intermediaries, they will, all the self-regulatory organization means many intermediaries will be in one particular stock exchange, isn't it? So they themselves will have one organization that is called self-regulatory organization. How it is functioning? They themselves will promote, they themselves will start. Who? SEBI. Okay, because they are helping the intermediaries. Main thing is that all the intermediaries only do the stock exchange function, isn't it? So they have to work properly in the stock exchange. That's why they promote self-regulatory organization in order to protect the interest of the investors. Understand? And the next point, they will provide appropriate training to the financial intermediaries. They will provide training for the intermediary. For everything that is done for the intermediaries only. They are promoting the self-regulatory organization in order to provide full knowledge for the intermediaries. Okay, then they will provide some training also for the this intermediaries. Okay, then they may levy any tax or fee, tax and fee or any charge, okay, for carrying out any act. They will charge any fee or tax or any charge. There's something that as per the act, SEBI act, for any that compensation. Okay, if they are not following the rules and regulation, they must charge some fine. Okay, that it has the right to levy tax. It is levying. Okay, that is one of the function. The other one, if central government assigned any duty, that must also be performed by the SEBI. Okay. Central government may assign any duty to the SEBI, that also must be performed by SEBI. Okay. Have you understood all these that functions? Function is one of the 5 mark question. Okay, the first one. Okay, you learn this one, and the very short answer also is there. I will mark in the book. Okay. Write a short note on SEBI. Page number 66. In this box, what is given? Okay, if I write like this, SEBI means Securities and Exchange Board of India. 1 point. Okay, then second point, SEBI is an apex body that maintains and regulates our capital market. Okay, market. Second point. Third point, SEBI was established in 1988 by Indian government but got the statutory powers in 1992. Then the fourth point, you can write, it has its headquarters in Bombay. Okay, 4 points. Now I will mark the next one. Any other questions available? 2 objectives of SEBI. 67, page number 67. Any 2 they have asked. You can write these 2, first 2. Okay, first point, the regulation of stock exchanges. First point you can write fully. Okay, fully you can write. Then second point, it is important to protect this one no need. Okay, it is important to protect the interest of the investors. Then the next line, protection of the interest of the investors means protecting them from the wrong information given by the companies in their prospectus, reducing the risk of delivery and payment. These 2 you can write. Okay, very short, 2 over. Then fourth one, mention the headquarters of SEBI. It is in page 65. Headquarters of SEBI. SEBI has its headquarters at the Business District of Bandra Kurla Complex in Mumbai and it has northern, eastern, southern and western regional offices in New Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai and Ahmedabad respectively. These 2 points enough. Okay. Then short answer, fourth one. Okay, what is meant by insiders trading? It is in page number 67. Insider trading, it is given here. Okay, insider trading means buying and selling of securities by directors, promoters, etc., who have access to some confidential information about the company and who wish to take advantage of this confidential information. Okay, that's all. Then draw the organization structure of SEBI. It is in page number 66. Okay, this one fully. This one you have to draw. Okay. Then next question. What are the functions of SEBI? Functions of SEBI in page number 67. Okay, functions of SEBI. There all the 14 points. Okay, from 1 to what I have taught you, one point you write. Okay, students. You have completed this much, you learned these question answers. They are planning for one test also. You have to write at home in front of your parents. You have to do it sincerely. We have prepared the question paper and sent. That is from lesson 1 and 2. Okay, students, learn after this Saturday onwards. Thank you, students.